Evidently, calendars are too woke, but now that has been corrected because the beer company Conservatives Dad Ultra Right has released their anti-woke calendar, which has inadvertently caused the anti-wokers to go to war with each other. So here is the calendar. It is $25, which for a calendar, I think, is a more reasonable price than their previous price for a 6-pack of their beer, which was $20, which is absolutely absurd. But anyway, it features, well, we'll give you the description, then we'll show you who's in it. So they say, Conservative Dad's Real Women of America calendar is a celebration of conservative women who are fighting woke extremists to preserve real women. 10% of sales will be donated to the Riley Gaines Center to protect women's sports from extreme leftist ideology seeking to destroy real women, which means they are raising money. And Riley Gaines says they raised $20,000. Which rather than putting that into funding women's sports, will be going to an organization that tries to stop some women from participating in them, which seems like a waste of money, but it's theirs to waste, I suppose. Anyway, it features some people you might know. Dana Loesch, previously of NRA TV, Riley Gaines, who I think finished 5th once in a swimming contest and for some reason has become a national figure.
Yeah, baby.
And then other people. I'm not familiar with most of these people. Kim Klatchik, I think, was a congressional candidate. So that is something. So anyway, they're doing their calendar, which is perfectly fine. They can do that. So why have the anti-wokers gone to war? Well, for 2 reasons. So one, those conservative women are not being modest. That is really a thing that other conservative women are attacking them for. And in particular, it's who this is being marketed to. So the brand is Conservative Dads. So theoretically, some dads who are presumably married are going to be ogling these attractive conservative women. And so there's a lot of conversation online about this. So we're not gonna go through all of it. But one account, Peachy Keenan, who calls herself a wife supremacist on Twitter, says, quote, Riley, we love that you stood up for young girls who don't want men ogling them in the locker room while they get undressed. Now please get undressed so conservative dads can ogle you. This literally happened. And Lauren Chen, at least previously of The Blaze, said married men should not be in the market for a calendar whose main purpose is to showcase women. And had said that she apparently had been approached to be in the calendar, but didn't know what a beer calendar is. And I think that makes sense. So anyway, I find this to be interesting, Brett, because they're stuck in this weird spot where they want to point out that they're not woke. They can do cool, fun things. And their women are the hottest, according to this brand. But they also believe that women should never expose themselves at all. They should be completely modest and all the fake Christian stuff that they don't really believe. So I don't know. It's sort of a weird outcome for this calendar. What do you think?
The only people with integrity in terms of, or the only people who are being consistent are the dads. Are the conservative dads actually, because they are consistently trash. They are consistently like they are telling you who they are and they are acting it out 100% consistently. Now I can call that behavior trash, but the conservative women are like, who did you think you were? It's like, madam, who do you think you were married to? They are saying that they want to do this. Now, we can get into like the sociological effect of that archetype of the like potbelly American dad with the hot wife who is also like, being Chevy Chase looking out the window at his fantasy in the backyard of the woman from Macy's doing a skinny dip number in his pool that he doesn't own. Like that is something about America that's probably troubling if you spend any time thinking about it. The problem is that these guys have like unlimited time on their hands to think about it, and they're eating each other right now. And I am here to watch the carnage.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna defend some of the people involved in this and attack other people. Sometimes both at the same time. The many people who are like, how dare you not be like, and these are a lot of them are conservative women that are getting on them. Like Riley Gaines can pose in a calendar if she wants to. Like there's nothing wrong with that. All of these people, I don't know who they are, but they can pose in a calendar if they want to. That does not make them a bad person. Them turning their entire life into trying to stop, trans athletes from competing in, high school swimming. That's what makes them a bad person. Not the fact that they wore a bikini. She's literally a swimmer. This is not the first time that she's been photographed in a bathing suit. So it's so weird that they want to have their crazy and eat it too. They want to be the ones that are like, yeah, we think you should still have hot chicks in your beer commercials. But also, they shouldn't be the conservative women because they want to be able to ogle those women, but conservative women are supposed to be chaste and modest. So they need to have like anonymous, from their perspective, whores that can be the object that they want, but not their people, even though their people are the most attractive people. It's this really inconsistent, like the gears of the conservative machine, the ideology break down because they want to have mutually conflicting things at the same time.
I just don't know if you know enough white Anglo-Saxon Protestants archetypically, John. Because the one thing you're missing is the as 50% white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. I can communicate to you that the thing you're overlooking is never underestimate their ability not to say things and just want you to shut up about them. And the whole thing is like, yes, I may have, as a woman, maybe I was, the bikini girl who wooed him. But as soon as I become a wife, I have to be mean to the bikini girl who wooed him. And I know that my husband is really floored by bikini girl. But I'm gonna pretend that we are, even though we're gonna get divorced and we hate each other and we don't communicate our actual feelings to each other, we are procreating, and thus we are doing our service to conservatism and the Lord and his flock growing.
Yeah.
But never really making sure that every one of their internal, or every one of their professed values actually, is being carried out and is consistent with each other.
Yeah, it's a great point. I should talk to more of those people. I also love like the conversation that appears to be going on amongst conservative women when it comes to this particular calendar. I think it needs to be the impetus to a wider conversation about, again, as you sort of got into, who these men fundamentally are. Because this is not like the first time that they're focusing on the physical attractiveness of their notable women. Like, and by the way, that is not in any way to get down on the actual women. Like the fact that Fox News requires that if you're a woman who comments on politics, you have to be attractive, and we are going to objectify you on screen. You have to wear a single bright colored dress. Your legs are gonna be visible. You have to have long hair, preferably blonde. We might let one token brunette on. Like, that's not to say that any of those women are doing anything wrong. They have to exist in a system that is fundamentally toxic and all of that. Now, meanwhile, they buttress that system by denying that it exists until they eventually get fired because they've been sexually harassed and they rightly want justice there. So there's a lot going on, really. But the men on their side have always chosen the women based on the characteristics that they want to deny. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like there are patterns here that they are pretending not to see. And again, it's not to get down on them. Every individual is free to comment on politics or whatever, but you should understand the system that you exist in, I think. So I don't know. I'm as confused as they are, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either of us is like, this is horrible. I think it's absolutely hilarious. It's just like, you looking out as you're driving by at a firing inferno where clowns are on fire. Like two clown cars crashed into each other on the expressway. That's what I see.
Yeah, there's nothing horrible. Like the anti-woke beer company or whatever is dumb, but they want to have a calendar. They can have a calendar. And all those women who want to be in the calendar can be in the calendar. I think the only people who I think are like arguably, I think objectively wrong are the ones who are getting down on them for being in the calendar. Like saying, no, you should be more modest. Shut the hell up. Now, granted, they're attacking some conservative women who in a lot of cases probably are also getting down on people for not being modest enough. So again, it's the inconsistency, but no, this isn't horrifying. It's just, I think it is revealing like cracks in the ideology that deserve to be like thought about more.